So, hello viewers, and today we will be going ahead with prepositions in the accusative. So, yesterday we have covered the pronouns in accusative, we have covered the articles in accusative, and today we will be going ahead with the prepositions in accusative. So, as usual, I'll just first talk about the theory about what exactly is the accusative. So, as in English, prepositions are words that typically proceed with the noun and the pronouns to show the role in a sentence or a clause. Okay, so prepositions often show the motion or the direction. So, what are prepositions? Prepositions often show the motion or the direction. Okay, so like what? To, through, uh, across, on, off, towards. Okay, and there are something like that. So, let me write an examples for your notes, while others showcase or how sometimes of being by, saying like things like by, despite, instead of, and without. So in German, prepositions trigger cases to show two things: which part of the sentence it is being affected and how they are affected. As some prepositions may have more than one meaning, so this lesson we will focus on prepositions that always take the accusative case. So that is why I mentioned is prepositions in the accusative. So again, once we have prepositions in the dative case as well. So but today we will be covering the prepositions in the dative. Sorry, in the accusative. Examples of accusatives in prepositions. I went to work without my coat. Okay, the example is I went to work without my coat. So here, ich bin ohne meine Mantel. So coat is called Mantel. Zur Arbeit gegangen. Okay, so this is an example of the accusative form. So what I'm talking about accusative, if you remember, accusative is a direct object. So I went to work without my coat. So the direct object is I went to work without my coat. The coat is the direct object, right? So here we are going to change the preposition of the coat, which is the direct object here, okay? And that is the prepositions in accusative. So, ich bin ohne which coat? Meinem Mantel. So, it comes as meinem Mantel zur Arbeit gegangen. So, that is what I was saying. So, here the direct object is the coat. So, it is my coat. So, it becomes meinen Mantel zur Arbeit gegangen. Fine. Whom are you playing against? This is a very tricky sentence. I think you will be going ahead with many things like this. Whom are you playing against? So whom are you playing against here is like gegen wen pinched to. So here the direct object is whom, right? And you're playing against leave it. So but whom, right? So that becomes your indirect object. That becomes your direct object. So that we will say as gegangen wenn spielest du. Okay, I will have to copy the same which I have already prepared the notes. Okay, so always I will say that accusative is equal to the direct object. Okay, I forgot to write that. So the gift is for my father. Okay, there is a gift. Okay, and the gift is for whom? The gift is for my father. Okay, so here the direct here is I'm saying this. Yeah, it is simply very straight. It is to my father. So this is called as the direct object is my father. So when you are referring to my father, the my father for preposition of the accusative form, which is the direct object here, which is my father, here it is going to change. So again, it is a masculine form. My father is a masculine, and then becomes meinen. Okay, das Geschirr, Geschirr, sorry, Geschirr is for meinen Vater. Das Geschenk is for meinen Vater. So here, why we are changing the masculine form here for the in the accusative form for the preposition it becomes meinen. Are we clear? So here we are going to always change the prepositions in the accusative form. Yes, I will talk in detail about everything, but before that we need to know what exactly are the prepositions and whom are we going to change. Okay, so some of the prepositions in the accusative form is very common is this. You can use this word called bis because in one and bis in time you say one and bis is something like until. Okay, I'm staying in Berlin till until tomorrow. Okay, so here we say ich bleibe bis morgen in Berlin. So we are talking about prepositions here, right? So prepositions, the bis, ich bleibe bis morgen in Berlin. I drive through the tunnel. Okay, so I drive through the tunnel. So give me a minute. So I drive through the tunnel is durch. Okay, the next preposition is through. Through means durch. Du, sorry, it is durch, durch. So we drive through the tunnel. Wir fahren durch den Tunnel because then why we are using then here is tunnel is a masculine. So since we are driving through the tunnel, okay, dear tunnel, but dear becomes in accusative form, right? It becomes an accusative, so it becomes then. Next is entlang. You must have heard this entlang. Okay, entlang means along. She ran along the beach. Sie rennt den Strand entlang. Okay, so this is rarely used, but entlang means she, sie rent, dan stand. Strand means beach. Strand. Strand. Entlang. Entlang means the along the beach. She ran, then stand entlang. Entlang is the strand is the beach, and entlang means she ran along the beach. Fear. Fear is very common. Everybody knows about fear. Fear means for. Okay. Fear means for. So, what does fear? Let us go with one example. Grandma brought candies for the children. Oma brachte bonbons. Okay, some chocolate for the kinder. Okay. Ma, let me copy and paste it for you guys. Enter. Now, Gigan. Gigan again, we already read it. Gigan here. Whom are you playing it against? You, right? So, Gigan is something like against. Okay, Gigan is also a preposition and we use the word as against. Gigan. So, here we use it. She is running against him for the presidency. The candidate Gigan für Ian für die presidency craft. Okay, so again I repeat, the candidate began Ian for the presidential job. Next, owner. Owner means without. Okay, owner. Okay, owner means without. Without money, you can't do anything. Ohne Geld kann man nicht machen. You cannot do anything without money. Okay, next, very favorite one. Means at or around. Anytime when we talk about time, this usually comes up. At what time does the party start? So, fear, wir feel, fragt die Party an. So, we are talking about any time, about a time that is going to be started. Wir, means how, at what time. Okay, fragt die Party an. The last one is wieder. So wieder is also a kind of an against, but this is also something about contrary to. Okay, it can be also be used as a contrary to. Against my advice, she married him. Wieder meinen Rat hat sie ihre ge geheiratet. So she married him against my contrary, right? So wieder. So wieder meinen Rat hat sie eine gehabt. So we need to understand that although in many of these examples above, English and German use the same kind of prepositions. Okay, this is not always the same, but in some instances, preposition will have either a wider or a narrow range of meaning or will be applied in different situations than in English. Okay, for this reason, it is best that we make following verbs, which I'm going to take you through and learn. I am interested in art history. So let us see this example. I am interested in art history. Ich interessiere mich für Kunstgeschichte. Okay, so I am interested in. So what am I saying here? I am saying in English, I am interested in. But here I say for. Okay, so it is not always that in what we convey in English will be translated as it is in German. So ich interessant mich für die Kunstgeschichte. So I'm saying it is for, not in. Okay, are you allergic to dogs? So here again, see, if I'm saying are you allergic to dogs, that means it is something that we can use gigam because it is like against. Okay, bist du allergie gegen Hunde? So it will come like that. So it is not always that, okay, I know English, I'm going to translate that the same thing. No, it doesn't happen like that. So bist du allergie gegen Hund? So are you allergic to dogs? It's not are you against dogs, but bist du allergie gegen Hund? He is anxious about the job interview. But here he's saying we're talking about the job interview. But here is the episode das Vorstellten Sprachanga. Okay, Sprasha. So it is again now that he is anxious about his job interview. Again, as I said, he is anxious. So that is something about to start. Okay, so that is why we used this word called Er ist besorgt. He is anxious, besorgt. Now, about what? About das Fortilis Spranger. So that is like as we spoke earlier. Here I have said like is something that we start at what time. Okay, so something which will connect two sentences, that is like prepositions here. Since he is anxious about the job interview, so here is besort das Fortestige run. So this is about the prepositions in the accusative case. So I end my class here. So we have completed everything. I might give you a summary in the next session. Thank you so much, and we will see you in the next session. Thank you.